Setting goals for yourself, your life, and your business. First of all, let's talk about what is the difference between a dream and a goal. A dream is the vision of what we want. A goal is our roadmap for making it happen. They're what's going to take us from one point to the next. And what we have to do to get our dream is to set smaller goals and our baby steps to reach those goals, to get to our ultimate dream. A dream is just a dream. A goal is a dream with a plan and a deadline. In order for something to be a goal, it has to be important to you personally. It has to be within your power and action to make it happen. You have to have a reasonable chance of achieving it. And it must be clear to you, and you must have a specific plan of action to achieve that goal. An unrealistic goal would be winning the $1 million lottery. Okay, you have a chance of achieving that, but it's not very realistic. And there's not a lot of steps that you can take outside of buying a lottery ticket to make that happen. So we want our goals to be reasonable and actually have a chance of succeeding. So we need to put deadlines on our goals. Set a time frame. When you're under a little pressure to take the steps that you need to reach your goal and ultimately your dream, you'll work a little harder. So we're going to talk about some different types of goals. Short-term goals, which could be daily, weekly, or monthly. And then we're going to set some long-term goals. Year, 3 years, 5 to 10 years. I am a big believer in the SMART goal system. You have to be specific about your goal. You have to be able to measure it. It has to be achievable and realistic, and you have to set a deadline. Make a time bound. We can always adjust that later, but you need to set a deadline. All right, so let's talk about how to set a SMART goal. A SMART goal is being specific. What are you going to do? Why you're going to do it, and how you're going to do it. So you got to be specific about it. I will exercise more. No, we're not going to say that. We're going to say I will walk for 30 minutes every day, or I will exercise 4 times a week. Something like that. You don't want to put yourself into a box where you're putting too much constraint on you, but you do want to be specific. And you want to write down why you're doing this, why it's important to you, okay? So we need it to be measurable. If you can't measure it, you can't manage it, okay? So you have to be able to see the changes occur to you. So how many times do you have to do it? Okay, so if you're writing a book, then you need to think about maybe how many pages of the book do you need to write in a week, okay? We're not going to beat ourselves up if we don't match these goals. Or if things change, but we do want to set a measurable amount of time, okay? And it needs to be attainable. The goal needs to make you slightly uncomfortable. To make a real commitment, you have to challenge yourself, but you don't want to make the goal or the baby steps so big that you're not able to get it. I'd rather you set a lower goal than to set too high of a goal and risk failing, and then you're going to get discouraged and you're not going to move on. Okay, so you need to make that within your reach. So if you've never walked before, saying that you're going to walk every day for all 7 days a week is going to be a little bit out of your comfort zone, a little too far out of your comfort zone. I don't think that's attainable. I think you need to start with a smaller goal of, say, 2 times a week or something like that. If you have just started writing your book, saying that you're going to write a chapter a day is totally not going to be attainable. You need to be able to say, I'm going to write a chapter which is going to consist of at least 15 pages in a month. Okay, that would be more attainable, and that's going to be a little more realistic. It's not going to be so far out of reach that you can't get it, okay? Another thing about being realistic is setting something that says you're not going to watch any TV at all. Okay, you're not going to do that. I will not watch television until I've completed my daily task, or I'm going to cut back on my television 3 times a week, and I'm going to use that time to work on such and such. That's going to be more realistic. And then timely, you're going to set a deadline. Like I said, you're going to say that in a month's time, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do this in a week. That's what you need to set your deadline as, something that's realistic. And that's what's going to help boost you up. If you start reaching these smaller goals, then that's going to help you in time reach your bigger goals. All right, so some extra ideas is you're going to write these goals down. I'm going to give you a worksheet, and that's going to help you. You're going to tell others and keep yourself accountable. I have a Facebook group that can help you do that. You're going to have a positive attitude. Don't go into this thinking I've tried this 15 times and I failed. That's 15 times that you have learned from. Okay, so you're going to have a positive attitude, and then you're going to celebrate your successes. Every little goal is going to be a success. Okay, if the first week, at the end of the week when we're reviewing, you haven't reached that goal, then we're going to put it on for the next week. That's not a failure. That's just one step closer. Okay, and we all make mistakes. And so we're going to help identify what needs to be improved and to adjust those goals and those baby steps to get us where we need to be, okay? So you're going to dream big, but you're going to set the smaller goals, okay, within that. And you can do this. It's all about setting your mind to succeed. So dream big, start your goals small. We're going to do the baby steps to achieve them. Then you're going to sign up for my vision board workshop, which is the bigger picture, and we're going to make your vision board, your dream board, but we're going to also have those baby steps in place that you need to achieve those goals, to ultimately achieve the things that you put on your vision board, okay? You're going to be so glad that you started today that at a year from now, you're going to look back and you're going to be simply amazed at what you accomplished. You might not succeed in everything on your vision board, but I guarantee you that if you've taken those baby steps, you're going to be one step closer to achieving the things that you put on your vision board. Okay, so thank you for being here today. If you have any questions, you're going to email me, info@barkerbusinessservices.com, or you can connect with me on Facebook also. And we're going to have another goal workshop coming up, so I really want to make sure that you sign up for that too. Okay? All right, thank you.